The official report on the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election has been written, and is in the hands of Attorney General William Barr, who has issued a summary of its findings. So the Mueller investigation is over. On the core mandate of the investigation, given to Special Counsel Mueller by Rod Rosenstein as acting Attorney General in May of 2017 to investigate any links and/or coordination between the Russian government and individuals associated with the campaign of President Donald Trump. The takeaway conclusion stated in the Mueller report, as quoted in the Barr summary, is that the investigation did not establish that members of the Trump campaign conspired or coordinated with the Russian government in its election interference activities. 1 inch in the footnote indicated at the end of that sentence. Barr further clarifies the comprehensive meaning of that conclusion, again quoting the report's own words, in assessing potential conspiracy charges. The special counsel also considered whether members of the Trump campaign coordinated with Russian election interference activities. The special counsel defined coordination as an agreement tacit or express between the Trump campaign and the Russian government on election interference. Barr restates the point of the cited conclusion from the Mueller report a number of times. The special counsel's investigation did not find that the Trump campaign or anyone associated with it conspired or coordinated with Russia in its efforts to influence the 2016 U.S. presidential election. The special counsel did not find that any U.S. person or Trump campaign official or associate conspired or knowingly coordinated with the IRA, Internet Research Agency, the indicted Russian clickbait operation, in its efforts. Thus, the Mueller investigation found no conspiracy, no coordination, i.e., no collusion, tacit or express between the Trump campaign or any U.S. The Mueller investigation did not make, seal, or recommend any indictment for any U.S. person and the Russian government person for any such crime. Advertisement. This is as clear and forceful a repudiation as one can get of the collusion narrative that has been insistently shoved down our throats by the Democratic Party, its resistance, its allied media, and its allied intelligence and national security agencies and officials. Whatever one wants to say about any other aspect of this investigation, campaign finance violations, obstruction of justice, etc., they were not the main saga for the past 2+ years as spun by the Russiagators. The core narrative was that Donald Trump was some kind of Russian agent or asset, arguably guilty of treason and taking orders from his handler, blackmailer Vladimir Putin, who conspired with him to steal the 2016 election, and, furthermore, that St. Mueller and his investigation team of patriotic FBI/CIA agents were going to find the goods that would have the Donald taken out of the White House in handcuffs. For that, Keith Olbermann's spectacular rant in January 2017 defined the core narrative and exemplified the Trump derangement syndrome that powered it. Unemotional, visceral hatred of Donald Trump wrapped in the fantasy insisted upon as elemental, existential fact that he was put in power by Vladimir Putin. A projection and deflection, I would say, of liberals' self-hatred for creating the conditions 8 years of war and wealth transfer capped off by a despised and entitled candidate that allowed a vapid clown like Trump to be elected. But, please watch the whole 6-minute video below. It couldn't be our fault. It must have been Putin who arranged it. Here's a highlight of Keith's delusional discourse. They may have been a bit calmer, but this is the fundamental lunacy that was exuding from the rhetorical pores of Rachel, Chris, and company. Day after day for 2+ years, this Trump's secret, treasonous collusion with Putin, and not hush money or campaign finance violations or obstruction of justice or his obvious overall sleaziness was Russiagate.
Yeah.